Alright, so, real quick guys, we're going to do the Rolf contest right now. We have Madam X, Dondi, and Raider. That doesn't count, man. You're a 4-star. Elio, Mofu, average. Alec just killed him off. Ooh. Ashy is my boy. Inferno, Momo, Crazy Chan. Mario Maniac. Man, everyone's just killing him for his bow. Akira. Oh, Akira doesn't count. 4 stars. Cutie Pie. Oh. Nice name. And Cores. Alright, we'll start Cores. Cores, congratulations! You've done nothing! Damn, you've really shown off nothing. Congrats.
Okay, Mr. Nemesis, I have submitted my Rolf.
Okay, I'll check it out. Next. Cutie Pie! Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend I'm surprised. Who was gonna be surprised? The most obvious build for Rolf always was just drop Fury on him. And since he already has Fury in his bow, what's 6 plus 6? 12. What's 80% of 40? Right? Right? Because 75% of 40 is 30. So, one shot gets you the brazen attack speed. In which case, he'll have way too much speed. I mean, I would probably go for brazen attack defense. But alright, whatever. Brazen attack speed works too. At which point, I mean, maxes out. You will have 51 speed and 55 attack. Wow. Wow. That was completely unexpected. At the very least, you add defense smoke. Defense smoke is good. Drop the defense, do more damage. Rolf's attack, as you see, is not that good. But yeah, a brazen seal with Fury is the most basic of builds you can put on him. Keep a C skill, because it is odd speed wave, which is a good skill. Alright, so I'm expecting basically to only see that at this point. Akira, attack defense bond. What? Desperation 2. Why would you do all of this on level 40 4-star Rolf? Who the heck would do that? I'm so confused. Why did you just make this on the 5-star one? Or are you gonna merge him? Because promoting him wouldn't make much sense. Unless you killed the first, I don't know. Why would you do a 4-star with attack defense bond? The reason why attack defense bond doesn't work very well is the same reason why Luis was a complete failure. Luis had Swiss Barrel in her bow. Granted, this is better off because Fury you can be used. Fury attack defense bond can be used defensively, but Luis had attack speed bond and Swiss Barrel in her bow, so she had to like somehow be next to a hero and also be initiating, right? That's not impossible to set up, but it's usually too much of a hassle, and it involves too much extra placement just for Luis of all characters. Oh my goodness. So very much similar here, except you know Candlewax Bow and attack defense can be used better off. It's just hard to see with the stats because you're not using a 5-star Rolf. But technically this is decent, but I wouldn't do this. There are not a lot of archers in the game anymore. Most of them are. Instead, most things you fight at range are you know, mages. And since you're not using close counter or whatever, because you can't, because you have attack defense bond. Yeah. I wouldn't suggest this, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, just interesting to see a 4-star hero built like that already. Oh boy. We totally didn't see this coming. You know what's better than doing Fury Desperation on Rolf? Doing Fury Desperation on a better archer. Well, very simple. Same idea. Speed defense 2 is actually pretty valuable because my hardest issue of Cordy is I can't get her to attack anything. Why can't I get her to attack anything? Because I'm using life and death, and she doesn't one-shot them. And as soon as she hits them, she gets killed. And then I get really sad because I can't use her anymore. Because right now, all I'm fighting against are Fire Emblem Heroes, and they hit like 60-something, and she... I'll just show you. My goodness. 11 plus 36 is 47. She's nowhere near surviving. But this is what you get for trying to go for a quad build with life and death. I swear, once upon a time, this made a lot of sense. Nowadays, it probably makes more sense to go Fury, but whatever. This is the reason why you might want to go for the Fury bow and and speed defense too, because you can still get off the attacks and not die, which is important. So yeah, what's a better usage of Candlewax Bow? Again, just to do Fury Desperation on another archer instead of Rolf. All right, Mario Maniac, 27 crowns. I like that. This is another build that I'm a bigger fan of this build because Death Blow. What's more rare for you guys? Death Blow or Fury? Oh, good luck again, Auntie. Good luck for your midterm. Good luck for everybody on their midterms. No. Fury, definitely Fury, Death Blow, both. Technically, they're supposed to be as hard to get as each other, but the reality is Fury is just much more in demand than Death Blow. Anyways, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I think Death Blow might be better than Fury. Why is it better than Double Fury? Simply because it's cheaper, and because Rolf's issue is not his speed, but more so his attack. Now, I know 41 speed doesn't look like a lot, but you gotta keep in mind, if you do give him Double Fury, it reaches 44, right? 44 with speed refine. 44, 48. All right, that's not that good because you're not even hitting over 50. But 44, starts allowing you to double most things. But keep in mind, on odd turns, you buff yourself for 6 more speed. So what? You reach 50 speed? How often is 50 speed useful? And how often is 50 speed useful on only odd turns, right? So for that reason, often it's just better to just drop Death Blow on him. And that way, he gets over 50 attack, and 41 speed is still enough to double most things. And for the most part, you still get the benefit of the Brazen skill because you keep Fury here, 31, 42, that's effectively 73 bulk. Chance of him dying one shot, low. So chance of him getting into Desperation, into Brazen, high. Res-wise, it's still pretty high at 68 effective bulk. But yeah, this is the other cheap build I would think you guys would make, because Death Blow is just really good, really cheap, and makes a lot of sense on a hero with a lot of speed. Rolf has a stat line of 30 attack base and 36 speed base. 6 difference between attack and speed. So what compensates for 6 difference? Death Blow. So there you go. A good idea overall, I would say. And chances are you're going to use him as your bonus hero next season anyways, for Ether Raids and whatnot, because he'll show up there. And I'm not sure how useful he'll be, to be honest, but I think maybe for cav defenses or something, he'll make a lot of sense if you want to try it that way. But more importantly, offensively with Light or Astral Blessing. Anyways, yeah, that's not bad at all. Just change his shove. Why did he even get shove? Can you guys even imagine this? How do you shove somebody on a horse? Wouldn't the horse just trample over the person and they die? I'm so confused. What's the point of shove on a horse? And how do they only push them one target away? Not like multiple targets. Anyways, whatever. Next is Crazy Chan. Brazen attack defense, Desperation, Hone Cav, Brazen attack speed. This is not terrible at all. It's just, it works. Again, we talked about why. Wait a second. Why would you merge him? +1, 5 flat. Alright, you better tell me right now. Do you have a thing for little boys with nice thighs? Because I can't see any other reason to do this. From my experience of Rolf in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, is that I didn't use him. I don't remember him at all. I actually hated all his brothers. I hated Boyd. I hated Oscar. But I did use Oscar because I thought he reminded me of Brock, and Brock's always been endearing to me. You know, when you can't get a girlfriend and you can't open your eyes, you've already been dealt a bad hand in the world. Didn't he have no dad for a while too? It was messed up, and he has so many siblings. Look, Brock's life is hard. That's why I liked Oscar a bit. I actually gave Oscar a chance, but Boyd and Rolf, ooh, jeez, no. Anyways, I don't remember him at all. I'm not sure if he did anything at all. But, yeah, you apparently really like him. Anyways, I mean, he's good, that's all. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. You gotta remember. Didn't, Norn demote? Norn demoted, so there you go. That's the problem. Because Norn has 2 more attack, more BST, same speed. More defense and res. I think Rolf has more HP. Or no. I don't remember anymore, but Norn's better. This is basically why. Anyways, raise attack defense, desperation, hone cab, and hone attack speed. I like the hone cab because you should run him in cab on the team to maximize him. That way he can reach his 53, 48 relatively easily just by being next to one hero. And what else? Oh yeah, and yeah, Candlewax Bow will still help you chip you into brazen attack defense and brazen attack speed. Still relatively easy. The problem of all the merges is that you reach 45 HP, so now it takes you, what, 2 battles to reach into brazen attack speed? Possibly a third in desperation. 75% of 45. Let's do the quick maths. 45 times 0.75 is 33.75. So, because the game rounds down. No, wait, it becomes 30. No, that's just enough. If you get 2 shots off, and you get 2 shots off, you get into even desperation. All right, that's fine. That's fine. It could have been problematic. Either way, double brazen desperation is a fine build. When he's fully triggered, it's 14 extra attack, so that reaches 61, plus 7, 42, and plus 7, 49. So yeah, that's really good. But that takes setup, and in my eyes, you shouldn't just expect yourself to be at setup. All right. We finally see a build that I like quite a bit more. Momo. I like this quite a bit more. You know why? Quite simply, he's meant to be a Brave Bow archer. When you're at 36 speed base, that's among the fastest archers in the game. That makes you top 5 or just outside of top 5 in terms of fastest archers in the game. In Colourless Archers, I think that's definitely top 5. I think when you start including other heroes, it becomes a bit thrown off. But yeah, anyways, the problem is you need setup for yours, and that is not good. All right, 40 plus 1, 3 flowers. So you're serious about this? Brave Bow plus shove. Oh my god, dude! If you do a +1 merge and 3 flowers, you can afford to put something else there. Luna is ideal because, as you can see, his damage is shit. Even with Swiss Barrel, it would only reach 43. 43, 38, which at least helps with the quad. Now, the damage is kind of low, but keep in mind, as long as he's doing like 5 damage, right? You use a normal bow, you do like 10 damage, but you use a Brave Bow and you do like 5, and now you quad. Well, that's actually like 20 damage versus 10 times 2. Okay, that works out the same thing. There's some math there that makes more sense here in terms of raw damage, but you got to keep in mind he gets a guarantee Luna, so he will do more damage still. In any case, once he gets into double brazen, it's when it really sets off. But you don't have the Fury Bow anymore, so how are you supposed to get into brazen? I don't think you thought this through. I would use Fury in your A slot or Swiss Sparrow in your A slot and just go from there, because if you need setup, when you can't be quadding, it's going to be hard to quad with only 34 speed. I guess on odd turns you become 40. It's going to be hard to quad like this, and when you do no damage. So I would totally use Swiss Sparrow and just expect him to get hit one time and then get into desperation. But yeah, double brazen is more for the Fury Bow, not this. Let's see what you have. Ardent Sacrifice could be interesting, but because his HP is freakishly high at 43, yeah. A double check. Did that get him to 80%? 43 times 0.8 is, whoopsies, I did 8. Is 34.4. Yeah, you need, no, that actually gets him with 1 Ardent. But you will not get into Desperation with 1 Ardent. You gotta keep that in mind. So that's the only problematic thing. Alright. Well, if you do Ardent, I guess it's okay-ish. I would not do this, though. It's just Brazen Attack. Hold on. Isn't Brazen Attack speed on, like, Linus? Well, wouldn't you want to do Brazen Attack defense here and then Brazen Attack speed here? Because isn't Ares much easier to get? Bruh. Alright, okay, well, I don't think this is ideal. I think you don't need that much speed, is what I'll say. Alright, so in terms of foddering, it's just problematic, is what I'll say. But alright, anyways, I wouldn't suggest this. If you do this, go Swift Sparrow. Don't worry about the setup. Like, don't try and set this up. It's gonna take too much time. A lot of people, when they view their heroes, they view them in a vacuum at their perfect moments. But let's just be frank, that's not true. You're rarely at your perfect moment for your hero. Ashy is my boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, not so sure about this. I'm not so sure about this, man. Number 1, odd speed wave gets you to 48. Darting blow gets you to 54. Even without the odd speed wave, 48 at all times is a bit overkill. And then you keep in mind, you add another 7 here. What is that? 55 speed. Yeah, you don't need that much speed. If refining this for attack would be dumb because just one more attack. But getting to 52, this is weird. Alright, you know what the problem is here? Attack speed push only works until you 25% HP. This does 6 damage to yourself. This does 5 damage, so you hit yourself with 11 damage, but you're not taking advantage of the knockback damage, and you can't take advantage of it too long, because once you drop under, what, 11? 12 HP? Attack speed push stops working. And keep in mind, your opponent's still going to hit you back. Mystic Boost isn't Desperation. Mystic Boost just allows you to deal with dragons a bit better, because they'll hit you the lower defense or res, which isn't even much of a difference, to be honest, so I'm not so sure about this. Mystic Boost won't keep you in attack speed push forever, because if you hit anything that can counterattack, oh boy, you can knock yourself attack speed push, and then you're relying purely on Candlewax Bow. I don't know, maybe you just wanted to kill Cam, is what I'm gonna say. Renil Seal would make this perfect. Yes, I would totally run the Renil Seal. Too much speed here, and he doesn't really make use of that massive amount of speed. He doesn't have like a special or a skill that deals damage based off your speed stat, so that's what I would say as well. Chances are you're running him Horse Emblem too, so yeah, I would not run that much speed. Anyways, because you put attack speed push on him, keep it. But just recognize that he wouldn't be able to go through too many battles with this, because it'll eventually drain him under 25%, just because of the fury damage and attack speed push damage. Anyways, this is just awkward. It's a huge commitment, but I'm not so sure about it. Man, it's so hard to tell you to get off of either skill because they're such huge commitments and expensive too. All right, I don't know what to say about that. The Infernal guy said, I skipped him. I did? I did. Whoops. Alright, and finally, we come to a build that I'm more okay with. My favorite build on Raven is Fury Desperation. Why? Because he gets life and death in his axe, and, well, it's also slaying axe. It's a better weapon. So this is very much a like, why would you want to use life and death? Because at this point, I feel like Fury is more valuable than the Death Blow. Fury is more valuable than life and death. Fury is more valuable than booty. If you put that all into perspective, you would rather use Death Blow, life and death, or booty instead. In this case, you pick life and death, which is really good because life and death increases attack and speed by 5, which is a lot, but you lose defense and res minus 5. But luckily, Candlewax Bow drops it by 3, so you increase attack speed by 8, and defense and res goes down by 2, which is still fine because she still has an effective bulk over 60, which is what you want to aim for. That way you don't get one-shotted by something. So in this case, you have 50 attack. You know what? I actually think I'm going to do this. Life and Death Desperation on my Rolf. I thought about it, but then I was like, you know, this sets up into Brazen perfectly. But then I thought about it more. It's like, actually, I don't have any Brazen seals available for him to use consistently. But for me, I'm going to do Life and Death Desperation. Because I have Life and Death Plotter. I have a lot of free Soth. It's... I've been playing No, I've been watching too much Three Houses, and Sothis has just been too big to me. It's so hard nowadays just to say Soth and stop there. Soth and no, don't say this. But yeah, I have a bunch of Soths who come with Life and Death at 4 stars. So yeah, Life and Death Desperation. Basically, you have enough effective bulk to not worry about getting one-shotted, and you maximize your attack and speed. And this is all without refining this. Man, you could refine this for defense or res and have effectively the same defense and res and do that HP boost. This is so good. You could even refine this for speed, but then it would just be too much speed. Anyways, I like this. I think Life and Death Candlewax Bow works out really well. Just like it works out really well in Raven. Because Raven has a lot of HP, defense and res isn't that great, but then the Fury balances everything out. So it's a slight drop in defense and res, and overall his hitting ability goes sky high. Anyways, I like this a lot, and you still have a good chance of getting a Camp Brazen attack speed. Refine this already. This is a basic refine with stones, so it's cheap. Now, I'm surprised we have not yet seen the Swift Sparrow. Swift Sparrow. All right, let's do Alec first. Hey, look, if it isn't Norn, the hero that demoted. Now, what is Norn missing? Norn's missing a good bow. Why? Because she comes with guard bow. Why is that bad? Because guard bow, well, it works on her because her defense and res is stupidly good. Norn is just stupid. Have I ever told you guys that Norn is just stupid? Because I'm telling you now that Norn is just stupid. Why does she get to have 34 defense base? Like, no, there's no augmentation here. A skill's not adding anything. Candlewax Bow's not. Well, actually, Candlewax is adding. Never mind. Why does she have 31 defense at base? It's stupid. Most archers don't get to have good HP, good defense, good res, and then have crazy good speed. Because in terms of archers, that's 36 is crazily good. And her attack isn't terrible because it's at 32. Anyways, but yeah, she's missing a good bow because she's Garbo makes her use defensively, which is kind of awkward because you have 32, 36, so why not use her offensively instead? Quad Archer would be the best thing, but not everyone wants to commit so hard. Candlewax Bow and Luis's bow. I keep forgetting his name, but I think between those two, you pick which one you like the most. Personally, I like Candlewax Bow. Why? She has the HP, she has the defense, she has the res. She could use more attack, she could use more speed. And so you could use her still offensively and defensively, which is what she was meant for. No one's meant to be used offensively and defensively, tanking ranged shots and being used up close. Okay, Bo, you're correct. Alright, you. Who are you? You've subscribed for 8 months now. Whom is Nimius? This is not a real account. There's no way this is a real account. Why would this even be your name? Alright, but thank you for supporting me for 8 months. I refuse to believe this is a real person though. But thank you. But you're not real. Anyways, Double Brazen is fine. Very similar to Norn and Rolf are their HPs. And for that reason, I believe Norn's does slightly better there because she has more BST. But I think it would just be like 1 or 2 points. Anyways, so same idea applies. 2 battles. If she doesn't get counterattack, gets her into Brazen. And if she gets counterattacked, instantly into Brazen. Chance of her dying? Low, because look at that effective bulk, so high. 26 plus 42 is 68. 34 plus 42 is 76. So yeah, chance of her dying in a battle is low. And 50 attack? Man, hitting 50 at base is stupid. Is good. Alright, average. Are you average? Life and Death Desperation. We talked about that. It's good. Quick Impulse, not necessary. But for this Tempest Trials, Quick Impulse is good on him. Because you get off Moonbows and whatever really quickly. Maybe you want to put Noontime on him just so he can keep healing himself but back up at the start of every battle. Mofu, you didn't do anything. Ilao, you didn't do it. I want you guys to know when I talked about making a Rolf contest, I don't mean naked Rolfs. That's not what I meant. I don't even know why you guys even bothered. End Raider! Oh boy. You guys are killing me here. Alright. Fury Desperation. We talked about this. This is pretty ideal as well. It's just Fury's a bit expensive. But yeah, that's fine. I like this build as well. And finally, Spooky Aloeth. Swiss Barrel. Finally received Swiss Barrel. Swiss Barrel, Desperation, Speed Smoke, Brazen Attack Speed. This is fine. I actually like this a lot because it reaches 49, 43. It's a interesting mid-between point between Fury and Life and Death. Fury because Fury hurts yourself. Life and Death doesn't hurt yourself, but you sacrifice stats. Fury gives you stats, like gives you more defensive stats. Life and Death takes away defensive stats. Swiss Barrel doesn't. It's the in-between point of Fury and Life and Death is how I view it. Is Rolf the best usage of it? Probably not. Probably not, because he already has Fury, right? But it is an option, and it works slightly better than Fury if you want slightly better attack and retaining of HP. Since you're using Candlewax Bow, it looks like you want to get hit anyways. Either way, it's okay. Between Fury, Life and Death, and Desperation... Sorry, Fury, Life and Death, and Swiss Barrel, it's all very, very similar anyways. It's just Swiss Barrel is the most expensive of all three options. But yeah, here it's just 49, 43. Speed Smoke's not bad. Run him with a Dancer so you can take advantage of it. Brazen Attack Speed from the Candlewax Bow. 2 attacks will get you into it. Yep. Or getting hit. And you're using him on your Anima team. Alright, interesting. It's not bad. I mean, I think that's virtually every option I can suggest possibly for him anyways. Ryuzi. Brazen Attack Defense, Brazen Attack Speed. Yeah, we talked about that. Alright, interesting. Don't think I didn't notice that. Who replaces Shove with Smite? Just go drawback or reposition like a normal person. The only time I would suggest Smite is if you're using him in Ether Raids, but you're not, because it's a Wind Blessing. Okay, anyways, real quick, let's just wrap this up. That's kind of nutty. This is kind of nutty. Wow. Setsuna. What's Setsuna's problem? Her attack is crappy. What's her other problem? Her defensive stats are a bit lacking. How do you fix all of that? Well, congratulations, you fixed all of that. Because she still doesn't have her own personal bow. I mean, technically she does, because with a Refine she gets a guard bow plus, but it's not, you know, a personal bow. God, this is a lot of bows. Alright. But this fixes everything. Why? It fixes attack. When she attacks, Mirror Impact, Sturdy Blow, 4 plus 6 equals 10, 60. It fixes, she doesn't need to fix her speed. 47 is already quick enough, but she has chill speed anyways. Fixes her defense, because that reaches 38 defense, which is respectable because it's over 70 something. And res, she doesn't need to worry about that. 42 res. Yeah, this is a really good Setsuna. I still wouldn't really suggest chilling speed. Maybe Mirror, not Mirror Impact. She already has Mirror Impact. Maybe Mystic Boost. Just so she's... I don't know if she really needs it. I don't know. Running Desperation would be weird because she can't get doubled and she's so fast naturally. But this is crazy good. Yeah, you know, I am a bit confused why this is neutral. But neutral's a really valid IV to go for nowadays, just from the fact of, you know. Yeah, neutral's valid to go for nowadays, just because it's an in-between point. You don't need all the attack, all the speed. 1 point difference in attack or speed or something. Like, this doesn't make a big difference. But I'm still surprised. Usually you do take attack or speed. No, I get it. I want to check your hero out, I do, but this could add to so much extra time in editing. TGP. There was only one person I heard who kept talking about Fury 7, and he just kept talking about Fury 7.
My alternate build was at /respawn. If I had Mystic Boost, I would give that to her with Reese Refine.
Yeah, I think that's the best idea, Roan. But yeah, if you're serious about keeping that bow, anyways. Okay. Anyways, there's only one person ever who kept talking about Fury 7, and everyone was like, there was a few people in the chat when we were talking about making Fury 7 Rolfs. Nobody did it, thankfully. I don't think it's worth it. but there's only one person who kept talking about Fury 7 and it was serious about it. And we can now see who it was. TGP the Fury 7, Nephany. Fury 4, Fury 3, aka Fury 7, because Fury doesn't... It scales linearly. Let's get to 55 attack, 45 speed, 31 defense, 32 res, with 43 HP. Very, very respectable. One shot instantly gets you in Desperation, because that's 8 chip damage with 6 chip damage. 14 damage gets you in Desperation. Also gets you to Braze attack speed. Also Times Pulse gets you Moonbow, drops down to 1, and with Desperation you attack. Second shot is a Moonbow. This is a very fine build. Obviously keep Dance. Yeah, this is a crazy good Nephany. And if you don't know, he's the greatest Nephany lover of all time. Look at all these wasted skills. You get the idea. Alright, moving on. Alright, we're about done. It is kind of wasted in the respect of all of that just for one faster cooldown on Moonbow. But when it's your favorite character and, you know, you want to adjust for some things, why not? Actually, I wouldn't suggest it, but whatever. And we ended off here. Fury Desperation. Congratulations, Len. It is exactly what I would suggest. Though, to be honest, I would go Life and Death. I'm going Life and Death. Because I don't have Fury. Actually, I do have Fury. But I want to sacrifice Fury. Alright, there you go. Those are your Rolfs. My favorite one, as I just said, was Life and Death. No, I'm kidding. My favorite Rolf was TGP's Nephany. Because, let's just be honest, he's very interchangeable. Nephany is actually 35 attack, 36 speed, versus Rolf's 30 attack, 36 speed. So, there you go. Yeah, but that bow works on everybody. Anyways, if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, follow. That is your Rolf contest. Alright, as a bonus edition, because somehow we missed this guy. Did we actually miss? No way. Alright. All I have to say is when you're crazy, you're crazy. So, congratulations. This is the most expensive Rolf we've seen all day. Candlewax Bow, keep it of course. Double Rally plus, Rally attack defense plus. Moonbow, I mean why the heck not. Swift Sparrow 3, Lull speed defense, defense smoke, sturdy blow 2. Defense smoke is a 4-star pan. Lull speed defense is a 5-star, I forgot which one. Is it Claude? Swift Sparrow 3, you know, I think there's only 2 heroes that give that, so, and a sturdy blow. I think he still needs Desperation though, because he doesn't have the defense to pull this off. I mean, that's 35 defense and he's hurting himself real fast. But outside of that, plus 6 attack, plus 7 speed, plus 4 defense, plus 4 attack. So 35, 57, 51. Lull speed defense actually effectively drops their defense by 3, so it's effectively same as 3 more attack. And drops their speed by 3, so effectively more than 3 speed, and they can't buff themselves for him. So he will indeed double. But here's the thing, Swift Sparrow 3 is just so much more better for a Brave Bow build at this point. Why did you do this? I'm surprised at this. Okay. Anyways. Wow, I don't know, man. You committed super hard on Rolf, which is weird. I would just run Desperation here, and I think this build's perfect. I know as good as Lull Speed is. In terms of defensive teams, yeah, Lull Speed defense helps a lot. But in terms of everything else, definitely run that Desperation. I imagine this is for, yeah, it's for Ether Raids. Anyways, the only other issue I had was just like, why'd you kill Jacob? Jacob's really, really good. Halloween Jacob for Monstrous Bow. I can't imagine why you would do that, because he doesn't really have much of anything else. Post counter. Alright, anyways, interesting. Interesting. The most committed to Rolf here by far. Rats.